The majority of a song happens in the middle. Verse, chorus, solo, bridge. The part your brain keeps thinking about is the end. The last note doesn't just end the music, it tells you what it meant. If it resolves, you feel peace. If it doesn't, you feel longing. If it fades, you feel like it kept going on without you, like we talked about in the first video. The same song with a different last note is a completely different memory. Because the ending's not just the last part of an experience, it's actually the lens we use to remember the whole thing. Psychologists call this the peak end rule. We judge experiences mostly by their most intense moment and by how they ended. Music uses this. Stories use this. Life is this. Two songs can have the same melody, but if one ends resolved and the other doesn't, they will actually live differently in your head. The final perfect cadence feels like getting home. The plagal cadence feels like being blessed and then let go. The deceptive cadence feels like somebody answering a question, but with another question. Your brain doesn't just hear the final chord, it interprets it as the meaning of everything that came before it. The ending's the whole verdict. Have you ever noticed that the songs that don't quite resolve stick with you longer? Because your brain hates unfinished business. Psychologists call it the Zeigarnik effect. Unfinished stories keep running in the background. Unresolved chords will keep ringing in your head. Your brain circles them like a dog looking for a place to lay down. It wants closure. It wants that last note that it never got. It doesn't just happen with songs. It happens with TV shows that you rewatch. Something strange happens to me every time I try to watch The Office, The Sopranos, Seinfeld. I've seen all the early seasons a ton of times. But when the later seasons come up, I just skip them. So it feels like I've already seen it, even when I actually haven't seen it recently. That's that peak end rule again. So my brain already decided what the show is and where emotionally it ends, for me. Once your brain feels like a story's reached its emotional ending, more episodes don't feel new. They just feel like echoes. So you're not bored, you're just done, even when the story's not. So here's another twist. The ending doesn't just come after the story, it actually recolors the entire thing behind it. So a sad ending makes earlier happiness feel fragile, and a hopeful ending makes earlier pain feel meaningful. An unresolved ending makes everything feel unfinished. Same events, same scenes, same lyrics. Different last note equals different story. So last time we talked about the fade out. Artists do obsess over the ending. Endings are pressure points. Songwriters obsess over the last chord. Showrunners want to get the finale perfect. Filmmakers want the last shot to be perfect. Audiences don't just remember what happened, they remember how it left them. And there is another piece to it. Some endings don't feel powerful, they just feel wrong. Big shows end and then the internet divides. It was the perfect ending, it's the worst ending ever. They ruined the whole show. This isn't just fandom drama, there's actually psychology behind it. Long story doesn't just give us characters, it gives us expectations. Secretly, we start writing our own version of the finale in our head. We predict arcs and we imagine tones. We decide what the last note should feel like. So when the real ending arrives, even when it's well made, it competes with an entire universe that we already built. And that's part of why big finales are almost never universally loved. Recently, even when Stranger Things finale came out, it had people split. Some people felt satisfied and other people felt that it missed the emotional note that they were waiting for. Same episode, same scene, same story. Different internal expectations equals different experience in the ending. We don't just watch endings, we bring our own. When the last note doesn't match the one we were quietly waiting for, it just feels wrong, even if it was intentional and even when it was good. Clash isn't between the audience and the show, it's between the ending we got and the ending we were already living within our own head. The final note's the emotional signature. It's like, are we home? Are we lost? Are we somewhere in between? The last note doesn't just stop the song. It decides whether your brain closes the book or it keeps turning pages. It decides whether the story feels complete or whether it echoes. Most of life is the middle. We understand it because we know that there's an ending. The last note's powerful for the same reason that goodbye is powerful. It doesn't end the moment, it tells you what it meant.